Designed.
We designed this deck using our best techniques. Would we play the charge?
Yeah.
Right. If we get the knife off, we kill it for free. If we don't,
Oh,
well,
that's
whatever.
true. Yeah. I think we play the charge anyway.
We could like
Nah.
alright.
Honor.
It doesn't. Yeah, I like having a 2-1. No, I mean I guess it doesn't matter. All in all. Actually, maybe having a 2-2 and a 2-4 is better than a. Yeah, actually, the 2-2 and 2-4 would probably be better.
Oh,
it would.
true as X.
That's whatever. We have the taunts. Do we go rush? Do we go? We could put it in attack mode, right?
We could, but that's just asking for that for the axe to finish it.
Yeah, it's also asking for fire element. Right, because we're gonna see a fire element up there.
Well, no, he's overloaded.
Oh, we're gonna see a fire element next turn.
Yeah.
Feel the power.
All right, that
He's
works.
trading 1 for 1. Unless he. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Alright, I like the. Oh, wow. I don't like that. I like that better. I don't like that.
I don't really care what he does with this weapon.
I don't like that. I like that better. Yeah.
Or he does nothing.
I don't like that at all. Alright, so we attack hero ability and then we play the shredder. Right, he can't touch the shredder. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the best.
And it uses up all our mana. I don't think I've said that enough.
The shredder's gonna die to that fire elemental though.
I mean, everything will die to fire element. What's the other play? The other play involves...
Yeah, Spectral Knight's the same. No, you're right.
The other play involves using claw.
Yeah. I mean, we have cards. I don't know what deck he has, but we have so many cards right now. I lied. He has cards. He has a lot more cards than we will ever have. Oh. That's convenient.
For the wilds.
Special delivery.
Are you speaking, Collins? Collins, I can't hear you. Your voice is gone. You want to exit and then rejoin this this thing? Yeah. Hey. I still can't hear you. Say something again?
I wonder.
Yeah, I can't hear you, man.
What to do? For the Lich King! For the wilds. I'm waiting for no one.
So, is your mic working otherwise? I can redo this whole thing and maybe that'll reset it. But I can't hear you right now. And so when you're talking, do you see the little like green light move up on the bottom right hand corner for you? If it's not moving up, then you should click settings and like reset your microphone from there. The settings is on the top of the Hangout screen. If it is moving for you, then there's just a connection problem and we can like reset it.
Let the pain speak to me.
Bombs away!
For Kel'Thuzad! For Kel'Thuzad! For the wild!
Here, let me try to reset this. Hey, you there? Collins?
Hello?
Hey, there we go. I hear you now.
Oh, cool.
Alright, let me
great.
share the screen again. I don't think people are seeing you right now, but we'll fix that.
Cool. Success, we won. All right.
There we go. Alright. Yeah, we outcarded him.
That's what this deck is designed to do.
Yup. To outcard super aggro shamans that fail.
Yeah. Sweet.
Alright.
We hit that 7 mark, but we did have the 4 swipes, so.
Yeah. And that turn, we didn't draw a single one of our swipes that game.
Unneeded when you're winning. Alright. It's more of a, it's like a oh shit card where you're like, oh, you got a swipe.
Yep.
He has a board. Right? It's like a quality consecrate. Like, if you're winning, it does nothing. But if you're losing, it's the best combo in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wouldn't say it's the best combo in the game. It's a 6 mana kill everything except for the Death Rattle Divine Shields.
Oh, yes.
The wild.
It's good, though.
I'm keeping all this.
Yeah, in a Hunter matchup, this is a really good start.
Especially because the
if
claw is my turn 3 play, most likely.
Yeah, if this was like Mage or Paladin... Well, Paladin, I think you could get away with this turn 1.
Job's done.
The only issue is if he plays a 2-3. And that's why 2-3s are better than... Oh!
What?
Oh, 2-3s could be... if you play control, would be better than 2-1s because it shuts down super early aggression. Huh?
Yeah, I mean that's what it's designed to do.
Yeah, I think we play the 2 and just go face.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to trigger that, and then having a 3-3 is pretty good. So he has secrets to this deck.
Mm-hmm.
So we should assume freezing and then assume influence. Alright, so it's probably... Alright, if he knows his secret, it's probably freezing, right? But whatever, right? We'll just attack anyways. It'd be explosive, but that'd be weird. Yeah.
I don't care what it is. I'm gonna put the Acolyte of Pain down and attack him to the face.
That makes sense as well. Drawing the card is really good.
Yeah, because we can't put the Fairy Dragon back out even if it is freezing.
Yeah,
it's
I like the play.
It's too much mana.
Speak to me. Job's done.
Yeah.
It's explosive. That's sad.
Yep. Just blew through the explosive.
No, I feel he's a bad player now. Right? He should know his deck. Oh, yeah. No, that's not worth it.
I like how you had a second where you're like, maybe that was good, and then you're like, nope. Well, you know, we can't do anything right now.
Wow. We swipe his face, right? No, right?
No. I'm like, I don't even want to be that aggro.
But it uses up all our man.
For the wild.
Yeah, we just hero. Yeah. But if he should know his deck, right? And he should have attacked into the 3/3, right? And then he'd get the explosive, and then we couldn't do anything. That would have been. Are you gonna play Fell Reaver? End this game in 3 turns.
Just bomb
What's the other? Yeah, Bomb Blob was actually Bomb Blob was probably better.
Yeah.
Special
It's
delivery.
the problem with Fell Reaver in this matchup. If you get Deadly, it can get Hunters marked. Right.
I just don't want to get deadly shotted. That's the only thing.
Yeah, getting Deadly stings, but the issue is actually.
Yeah, now we can swipe and claw. Nah, I guess we don't even need to swipe and claw.
Yeah, I like I wish that wasn't taunt.
Yeah.
Right? If that wasn't taunt, then we could trade into the 1/2, and then we could swipe the 2/3, and then claw the 3/2, and clear his board, and it would be super ahead. But I guess we're just gonna normal trade, and then play the taunt. What's the other play?
I don't like playing the taunt. I kind of just want to swipe here.
What?
He's getting like a little big of a board. I want to swipe the 2/3 and then claw the 3/3.
I don't think we need to. I think we can save swipe. I want the 1/1s to die. I feel that's really.
I feel like we have more swipes coming.
I'm
not like worried about blowing the
Time
swipe.
waits for no one.
I am. I like the taunt. I think I'll taunt up here. Right, because he can't get through the taunt without using a removal.
Where shall I strike?
Oh, we could have clawed the, no. Well, that wouldn't have been that bad, right? Yeah, we're killing that. We could have clawed the 3/0, and then used the 3/3 to kill the 2/3, and then play the Amani down. Right? And then we could, yeah, that would have also worked.
That works.
I like that one. I like that.
Shields up.
Oh, that's getting swiped.
I don't think we need a swipe here.
I don't care. I think we're swiping.
I think we could just play the 5 and the.
We have a
2.
Starfire too. What are we really afraid of? That's my question.
But if we play the 5 and the 2, he won't be able to clear the board, right? And we don't need a swipe, right? He's gonna trade, right? And
He's a hunter. He's a hunter. The only way he wins is by dealing damage to us.
no,
We have
I
a
think
Starfire. We have a Claw.
I think saving the swipe is better.
We have
I
more
would.
swipes coming. I'm totally okay with doing this.
I'm not okay with this play.
There's no need for value, is the thing.
It's how I play. Squeeze every value you can.
But there's no need. He has 3 cards. We have 6. We can totally give up value for tempo. And we have a Starfire.
We'd have a 4/4, a 2/2, and a 3/2, and a 2/3. He would have a 1/1, 2 1/1s, and a 2/3. He couldn't clear our board, and then we could always swipe anytime we needed to.
He wouldn't clear our board. He'd go to the face. He's a hunter.
I think here we play the Fell Reaver.
Yeah.
We just drop it, and we can claw the 3. You don't want
I
to.
kind of want a Silver Hand instead of Fell Reaver.
But he has no play.
Yeah, he has no play. It's just 6 damage. It's not like I'm just saying the difference isn't very big.
Squire, attend me.
Oh yeah,
You know,
I guess
that's the only consideration.
it's less risky.
Yeah.
I like claw. No, you don't like claw. Next turn we could play the 4 and the 5. What's the other play? Next turn.
I just want to trade in Amani.
All right, that'll.
Time for a little blood.
But it doesn't use all our mana.
It did not use all our mana, but I'm preserving. I'm just saving stuff that we can do from our hand because he can't beat us. Like he can't flip the board so much, and we just want to make sure we keep stuff on the board. So like that's getting starfired. Oh, maybe that's not getting starfired.
I would just
just trade.
Attack. Yeah, just trade.
To battle.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, just don't need the starfire. I'd play the Fell Reaver.
Yeah.
I feel it's like.
If you insist.
Alright, we should play around the
Eddie.
explosive shot.
Yeah.
So I would put that on the.
No, this is the way to play around it.
Yeah, I'd put it on the left side and then put the Yeti on the right. No? You're not gonna play Yeti?
For the wild.
No? You're gonna play it on like the Choker.
I'm gonna armor up every single turn. Because he's putting us on a clock.
We're at 20 life. What do you do?
He's a hunter. He's a hunter. There's only one way to lose this game. It's to overextend and get MCT'd or like some weird unleash combo. So I'm not going over 3. And it's to get
Well, that was kind of amazing. I don't really feel that way.
That's fine.
That's so dumb. Alright, we'd swipe hero. Or what's the other play? Claw trade.
Yeah.
What's the other? Wait, can
Yeah,
we
let's
kill
claw
him?
trade.
We have how much damage do we have?
We can really kill him from here. We have 9 damage from our hand.
And then 17, 21, 20, 23 damage. So he's at 4.
Yeah, I'm guessing we can't kill him.
I like the.
For the wild. Battle.
I like the safe and secure.
Yep.
No way to lose.
No
unless
way
he
to
Deathwing.
lose.
Unless he Deathwing. And then we cry about it every time.
Yeah. Deathwing would be pretty bad.
But he's not going to have Deathwing.
Not a Deathwing. He's gonna see our entire deck though. Oh, he's not gonna see our entire deck.
Very
Well
good.
played. Well played. I'm almost out of.
Oh!
Well
How useful is interface?
Innervate. Best top deck.
Right,
Hey, it could help us. It could help us play the ogre on the same turn.
If we get
if
to a
that were a
point where
thing.
we're top decking and we top deck the Innervate, we instantly lose. I don't like the card.
It's true, but mostly you're gonna draw it before
Yeah,
you top
have,
deck.
you have to draft a tempo, a rush.
Yeah,
deck.
because the idea is that if you're a temple deck and you're in top deck mode, you've
see-
lost.
I think that's the thing, right? I never draft rush decks if I don't have to. So Innervate's never good for me, right? Where you and Ratsma, you guys draft.
Well, I don't draft. I
more-
draft wherever the draft takes me. I don't push my draft towards any direction. That's why, I made Arena a Hearth Arena like that, right? If your deck in the beginning is getting a lot of value, then you go control. If it's getting a lot of good solid small minions, it's going aggro.
I draft
Because
my
the
style.
game,
protect.
it's kind of oh god, Young Priestess.
We can't play it here. It'll just die for free. Okay. Would we keep the Fell Reaver? No. It's been winning us games.
Do we need to? We could Young Priestess.
But then
It
he'll
forces
just
him to hero power. Yeah, but that's fine. The fairy dragon can't be backstabbed. He actually needs to do something to it, and he has to coin it out.
Alright, fine. You are. I mean, this is more your style.
Yeah, I mean, we could throw it back, but I don't know. It's a card.
Do you need a blessing?
Well, we were forced to draft Priestess, right? So. Gotta use what we're given.
The only thing that's good about throwing it back,
Is that we could never see it.
yeah, we potentially can never see because it's not any better no matter when we play it.
I
Basically,
do that all the time. I pretend cards don't exist. Right? We're just like, oh, do we have footmen in this deck?
yeah.
So I just- this? Do we have?
So he used the coin, and we still have the board.
But now
That's
we
what
don't
I'm
have.
going for.
But we have to. This would work if we had a turn 3 play, but all of our turn 3 plays suck.
Cethalusub says, Hearthrina has made me 100% mid-range deck. I thought it pushed you in that direction. It shouldn't be pushing you towards mid-range necessarily.
Alright, we're lucky we got that Wrath here.
Do I want to be greedy? No.
Yeah, I thought Reaper would lose versus Rogue because they like backstab, eviscerate,
Yeah.
and then this.
Although he's up 3 cards now, so I do think we have lost.
How did we lose so fast?
Well, Auto Barber. That was like literally how we lost that fast.
No. You kept Priestess.
No, the Priestess didn't matter. Because I knew I was going to lose a card in Priestess. You could lose 1 card and be completely fine. But when you lose 2 cards for nothing,
Job's done.
you know, that's incredibly bad. Because you also don't have the tempo on the board anymore.
I think we'd rather just have like hoped we never saw it. So I guess we'd swipe that.
Definitely swiping that.
Or
No.
there's no or.
Nope.
I thought about it. There's no or. Swiping is the way to go. Alright, let's hope he plays Sunwalker turn 6.
It's actually
Ooh.
not amazing. Oh, actually, yeah, it kind of is good.
Wow.
No, he has a heal bot. We've lost.
No, that's good because he loses his full tempo. We just play Ogre and we go face. Or do you want to trade? No, I want to go face.
I can't. You can't trade at this point. We're all in. We're all in on this gambit.
All right, now he plays Sunwalker. But that's dumb now. It's not good here. Yeah, so he's not gonna do it.
See, this is what that start I used to do all the time in Nax with no problems, but there was no Auto Barber. I didn't even think about Auto Barber. That actually really screws it up, and it's the only thing that doesn't take a card
Many options.
and keeps the tempo in that situation.
I think Auto Barber is one of the best cards for Rogue. I think they got good stuff in Rogue. Rogue got good stuff. Auto Barber is really solid, and the oil I think is better than I give it credit for. Because that's how anytime I lose, it's because they play that card, and then they put out 10 extra damage that wasn't there before for 4 mana. It's like a pyro. If in the best case scenario, oil is a pyroblast for 4 mana, which is like stupid, but that's like in the dream situation. So he can't clear our board, so he's just gonna go first.
So he's deciding to try to race us. We can outrace him.
Yeah, I like playing.
Spectral Knight, Hero Power the 2/1, and then go
Yeah.
face.
Yep, I like that. And then we put it in the middle. I like it. There's no way we miss that. We just try to rush him down. We have 3 more
Starfires and swipes.
Yeah, he's technically at 9, right? He's technically at 9. He can't use his hero ability. He's too low.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah, this is
I'm
why
just afraid of a Stormwind champion, although it doesn't do much here.
This is why I think the heal bot was
Yeah, you're right.
good.
That was a really bad move on his part if he had any other thing to play.
Yeah, it's just too slow.
Yeah.
Right? You can always heal bot after you stabilize. But if you haven't stabilized yet, then it's just nothing. It's not good enough. Oh, I thought he was eviscerating. Oh, he is.
He's eviscerating everything.
Yeah, I thought he was eviscerating the. I wonder
Hey, we have like almost got all of our card advantage back. We have. We've just got our card advantage back. He's at 10 health and we just got our card advantage back. You just see what happened? And we win once we get to turn 10.
Yep. I'd play. Would we play around?
Do we just swipe his face right now?
I like that. Swipe his face and then we play the 2-drop.
Yeah, and then a hero power. So then he has to heal again. Taunt wouldn't even work.
Yep, I like that play. It also uses up all our mana, I should mention.
Although it's super suspicious. Oh, yeah. Because swiping means we could hero power his face, right?
Yeah.
I was going to say, otherwise it's a little suspicious.
For the wild.
There's not much you can do.
Nope. He needs to heal.
He needs to heal.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Oh no,
I don't
he
think
healed.
he can heal.
Oh no, he healed. Can you heal for 1 mana? Voodoo Doctor. Alright,
Well,
is that
not
what
anymore. Now he's just saying you don't have it, but we do.
Well played.
That's right.
Hey, we got another reach.
I bet
More
some,
reach.
you know, I bet
I can't
some,
believe we ended that essentially with card advantage if we wanted it.
Yeah. Klaus, mana efficiency is the greatest way to win. That's a quote I approve.
Well, that's a quote from you.
Yeah. And I approve that
Yeah.
message.
Okay. But yeah, so that Young Priestess play, although it seemed like it didn't work out, it actually was okay because he was insanely aggro anyway. So we
Nah.
didn't need all the card advantage. And if we had played slower, depending on whether we had enough taunts or not, we may have gotten overrun.
If that was a 5-drop, we'd still win, right? There's no, I don't like the argument, right? We gave him 2 cards.
If that's a 5-drop, we needed a quicker swipe, or he could have overrun us.
He played Auto Barber on turn 5, meaning that he didn't have a 5-drop, meaning that our 5-drop would have, well, we had Ogre.
We had 5 drops. We had drops anyway. We curved out afterwards very
we
well.
curved out. Like, we just won due to curve.
Yep.
And we didn't run out of cards. Somehow.
Yep.
But if he had...
Well, we didn't run out of cards because we had big cards, right? We weren't playing 2 cards a turn. We were playing 1 card a turn.
Yeah. I think our Ogre won us the game.
Yep.
Having
Well,
that
and
big
Spectral
card.
Knight. We had an Ogre, we had a Spectral Knight. We had those, like, big cards. Which, you know, that's why I don't like playing aggro either. I think you like he played aggro. He was aggro control all the way.
But I never said that, CJ Shipman. I never said that.
It may not be false. I think it seems like it's completely true, actually. I'm just keeping the Blood Knight, throwing the rest away.
Yeah, I agree. Keep the 3 drops. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I trust you.
Okay, so against a mage, I do not play Young Priestess on turn 1.
Well, I mean,
Or do I? Do I play Young Priestess on turn 1? No, I don't. Mage is not like Rogue. She can anti-tempo herself, but she's going to eventually get me all back by turn 7.
It's time for a little blood. Do you like to play with fire?
Yes, I am from New York.
Do you need a blessing?
By the way, if you're wondering why I coined that out, it's for this exact play.
Who you want me killed?
Like right here, that's what it's about. Otherwise, I would have been able to hero power if he put out a 2/3. But now he's in a real bind. I am not in Brooklyn. I live in Queens. I live in Long Island City, which is kind of like if you drew the point in which Brooklyn, Queens, and Manhattan all meet is where Long Island City is on the Queens side.
I wonder.
So that's my neighborhood. Ooh, he's just kind of giving that to us, which is scaring me a little.
Nah, I think we should take it, force his ping. We can either take it, force
we don't need to take it. If we don't take it, we get more stuff from the Young Priestess.
I agree. Yeah, that's the other. I was gonna say, or we could get more buffs,
Yeah.
but then he pings it off for free. But that's still fine.
Blood Knight or Illuminary?
No,
I think I want a Blood Knight now.
No,
Because a 3/4 is infinitely more useful than a 2/5.
if it no, but all of our stuff's he's gonna ping the 2/1, right?
Yeah.
And then we'll have a 2 attack and a 2 attack, right? Then we can kill it off anytime we want, right? And if we play the Blood Knight, and it hits the 2/5, the 2/4 becomes a 2/5 again, he could kill the 3/3.
That's fair. You have convinced me.
More training?
Oh, but I was gonna say, I think the real question is now that we've played a ton of games, with the Warden, the 3-drop or Raging Worgen, would that have been better than the 4th swipe? Right now that we've seen the game.
Yeah. Huh. I don't know. I still think it may have been. Whoa, he's not even. He really doesn't want to anti-tempo.
So I guess he has a 4-drop.
Yeah. If water elemental.
Yeah, it has to be something big.
Yeah. But yeah, I still think a Raging Worgen would help the curve enough that it'll make up for the lack of like reach.
I feel a lot of times. Okay, so if we got the swipe early,
What to do?
I think Raging Worgen would have been fine. But a lot of times we were using the swipe just to deal 4 damage to the face.
Yeah.
Where the Raging Worgen wouldn't have been able to get that damage off because it has to survive that turn.
Yeah, but think about how many times we like anti-tempoed ourselves on turn 3. Like, oh, whoa.
I feel like we've won. I've never. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This game is freshly gifted to us. We would use. Yeah, we'd play the shredder. We'd use the 2/5 to hit the.
I want to use the 2/4 to hit it. I want to keep the 2/5 a nice and high health.
No. But this will be a 5/2, and then this will turn into a 1/2.
Yeah, but I want a 5/4 instead of a 5/2.
I think it makes no difference, right? Flame cannon, crossbow will kill it the same way, but if we do it the other way, he gets to ping.
Yeah.
The light shines.
Who you want me kill?
Yeah. If we do it the other way, right?
I want to keep this at a high because he did that for a reason. He has to have a plan. I just want to screw with his plan as much as possible.
But Bomb Lava will kill it the same way, right? That's a very if we imagine
He can't Bomb Lava. I have a 2/1.
No, I'm saying like if he was going to Bomb Lava, it would kill the 5/4 just as much as it would kill the. You see now he
this is
makes
good. No, this is good though. It's exactly what I want. You're still thinking that cards matter. I have long stopped caring about cards.
I don't know. This is me controlling everything. Wait. If you're gonna trade
I'm not trading. I'm going face.
Oh, okay.
He's an ogre. He's gonna hit something. I don't really care what he hits.
Okay, okay. That
Right?
makes more sense. Yeah, I like this point. It's unfortunate we can't use all our mana.
Well, we could have if we wanted to use the Blood Knight.
Nah, I don't want to use it.
I knew you were gonna be anti-using the Blood Knight.
Blood Knight has been winning us a ton of games.
New York and accents. New York has accents. Oh, it switched. Oh, see, he made the trade for us. Oh, crap. Whatever. If he keeps pinging, we win.
Yeah, that means he can only play a 4-drop if he wants to do this.
Yeah, if he keeps pinging, we win. This is like the Hunter mentality. If your opponent ever pings, you win.
I'm being such a bad I'm meaning to criteria. But that's that's a really good answer.
Yeah, it's a very good answer.
Would we Starfire his face? I like that. Right? It pushes. It puts a ton. Like he's gonna flame strike, right? Regardless, right? That's his plan. So we may as well push out the damage. Draw our card as well. Right now we have 4 damage in there.
Yeah, he has to flame strike.
He has.
And then we charge it.
Yeah. So we're forcing the flame strike. That's what we're doing. Yeah. I definitely like the charge. Yep. I like hero ability as well.
Yep. Because then we set up the win.
Where shall I strike?
This deck is doing well. It's because we have 4 swipes. I'm not even gonna. I'm not even do this.
So yeah, someone was talking about accents. I grew up in Jersey with Merps. So if I have anything, it's probably like a very slight Jersey accent, but probably not. I've been told I have a weird accent because I was born in Beijing, and I came here when I was like 5, maybe.
Ooh,
So-
we could be a ball. We could. There's so many ways to do this.
Boom!
That's-
Clear the board.
That's the best way. I was also considering the spell damage.
Oh, the mini mage! I didn't even think about that. I just saw the double swipe possibility, and I was sold.
I saw the mini mage play. Yeah. Oh yeah. Criteria side as well.
Sorry, we didn't give the mini mage lethal play. I had the double swipe to clear the board. Had the same effect. Dragonweed said, "Nice stream, guys. Should have a lot more viewers. How many viewers do we have? I'm never like actually in my stream. Although
Yeah,
it's
I
like
don't know
2:30
either.
a.m.
We have around 200.
Yeah, that's how much we usually get. Hopefully we'll get more, but I think we're on a good enough path right now to make some partnership by the end of the month.
Yeah. Lucky you guys. I have to. I don't know.
You have to hustle a bit more.
Yeah, I have to hustle a bit more.
Yeah, and if you want to watch Educated Collins, because our stream is also very inconsistent in terms of when we stream. We have the Arena Coops, which Merps is currently sick, so we're not doing that. But the Poultryizer just happens whenever, and so when we're not on, you have a lot of our regular co-hosts do their own streams. And if you look at like the people I follow, you'll see like Collins on there. That's my co-host right now. You can see like Ratsma. You can see Shengster whenever he streams, which is infrequent.
Yeah, I haven't seen his stream actually.
It's very infrequent. There's like 20 guys hanging out there, but it's like the some of the core people. But it's it's very good. It's the same thing. He does streams with Shokunin twice that I saw. Usually it's probably like after watching a Poultryizer, he's like, I want to play. Yeah, let's keep playing. Screw Adwicta, who wants to go to bed at 4 a.m.
I know what you're talking about. Ooh, we have a curve. This is how we've been winning. We've been drawing into our patented 3-drop.
My greeting.
Patented Blood Knight, and then we never play the Blood Knight.
It's true, we hold the Blood Knight so often. It has won us a good number of games, which is why we hold it.
Yeah, the potential is there. I think we'd it looks like we would are we gonna protect the knife? I think we would. Especially would we claw? No. It doesn't use all our mana, of course. Of course we wouldn't claw. What am I saying?
The Knife Juggler is one of the only things I protect.
Yeah, because it's so good. Right,
Yeah.
he plays Scarlet here. And I'd be sad because we don't have a... Ooh, it's probably Mirror. Right? We
Do I
give him
throw the knife? Does it throw the knife after it comes?
I have no idea, but I don't care.
We have to do it. We're not doing anything
gi-
else.
Yeah, we're not giving him a
Speak to me.
Yeti. Oh, good. Oh, it's not... Oh, it's probably Vaporize.
Could be vaporized.
Yeah.
Job's done.
There's no real good way to do it.
It could also be duplicated. Alright, Yeti for his Yeti. Yep. Would we Fell Reaver turn 5?
I think we're gonna end up swiping and clawing.
Let's imagine. We play Fell Reaver turn 5, he has 6 mana. So the best he could do is a 2-drop and then removal, right? And the removal has to be polymorph. Right.
Well,
Oh, well, never mind. Did I mention? I think we play the Spectral Knight.
you mean the Silverhand Knight?
No, the
He has a
force-
secret.
Yeah, and then we go face. The 2/2 is not going to do anything. Oh, we have the claw. Okay, I like that now.
Well,
Right,
we
'cause the
can't
claw-
play anything no matter what. I just want a Silverhead Knight and like attack face.
Yeah, we're going face.
Yeah, we're going face regardless, so let's give it a shot.
Squire, attend me.
Probably mirror.
Ready, sir.
Oh, it's duplicate, right? Because it's not vaporized ice barrier.
Could be counterspell.
Counterspell is so weak in GVG.
Yeah.
I think it's like almost unplayable. Because if you're good, right, you'll know it's a counterspell. And that means you can't play any of your mechanical yetis or your clockwork gnomes. Right? If they have anything to give them a spell.
Ooh, God, this guy's so anti-tempo.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that. He doesn't know we care about that. So we would claw.
And
Wait,
then
would
we
we? Oh, you want a Fell Reaver here? Oh, okay, yeah, I like that because he can't flame strike. Then.
Yeah. The other thing is we could swipe and then use our, but we don't need to. We could just claw and then we could drop
you
something.
Want to give? It's duplicate, right? So you're thinking about giving him the. You want to give him the draw or give him the?
I want to give him the draw.
Yetis?
I want him to draw as much as possible.
Yeah, I like that. So we trade first. Yep. See what it is. Yeah, it had to be duplicate. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then we claw this.
For the wild.
And then we give him Fell Reaver, right?
Yep. Because
And
he
then
has to flame strike.
Yeah, he has to flame strike. And
And
then
if
we
he
have
flame
10
strikes,
damage.
he's like dying. Yeah, and we have 10 damage on the board.
Yeah. So it's very unlikely that he'll.
Yeah, and if he removes, if he tries to remove the board, we Spectral Knight Power of the Wild, and then he can't kill the Spectral Knight.
I hope the viewers are noticing, right? But what we've been doing, we've been playing like 3-4 turns ahead, right? Like that's what we've been talking. We're not talking about what we're doing right now, right? We never talk about what we're doing right now. We talk about what's likely to happen and how do we play around what he could play, right? We don't care. Well, we do care, but it's not the important bit. Is that we're playing around his best plays. That's what we're doing.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. So he played the. We lost the. Well, we were never gonna play that.
Spectral Knight Power of the Wild face.
Yeah, I like that as well.
He can't. He's dead.
Yeah, he's so dead. There's no way to come back there. He can't flame strike, he can't fireball, he can't do anything.
Yep.
Yep.
I love these random quotes people are attributing to you.
It's the same guy.
I think people are joining in. There's a couple of them. I see more than just TJ Shipman doing this. Come on, fireball that thing, drop your drop, and then let us win the game. A secret.
His quotes are pretty good. I'm not even gonna lie. They're not bad. I respect them. However, it's not the way, and I don't understand it.
Okay.
Alright, so we'd attack.
Well played.
Yeah, he's probably dead.
Well played.
Okay, wait.
Well,
We'd swipe first, right?
yeah, we swipe and then we throw the Fell Reaver. No, we throw the. No, we have to throw the Spectral Knight in case it's vaporized.
Okay, play the one. Let's test out every play first. Play the play the one health minion, right? If it's mirror entity, we don't have to worry about anything, right?
Yeah, but regardless, well, we win the game if it's mirror entity because it's not going to block the swipe or anything. So we want the 5, 4. Okay, so the 5 has to attack first.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter, right? If it's vaporized, we win. Yeah, that's what I was scared about.
No one.
That's fine.
I was scared. Okay, yeah, we're still good.
What do you know?
For the wild.
We should have heroed those things.
Yeah, we should have heroed it first. He's gonna do the swipe trade. I mean, flame strike trade thing.
Yeah, he gets flame strike, but we still win.
Yeah, he has to flame strike and heal.
Yeah. But for 2 mana,
Well played.
Special delivery!
Oh, I see that. I like that play. No, you should have hit him. Right?
Just for the heck of it.
Yeah, and then he'd be like, oh, he doesn't have removal. And then you wait like 10 seconds. And then you innervate them.
I don't want to torture him. I just want to do my fatality flourish.
Nah, he's a mage. I give no signal.
He's a mage with multiple flame strikes too.
No, literally the only card, the only class I BM is the mage.
Yeah.
I feel I'm gonna have to start doing it for paladins soon enough.
I see so many paladins now.
Collins has the BM meta down. Dude, my viewers, like, that's all they want.
More and more elaborate BMs.
Yeah, because I never BM, right? I just kill them, right? Especially if they're not mage. But they've been forcing me to learn the ways.
Hey, WeCat, my BM skills are not unspectacular. I think I have an above average BM skills. It may not be to the level of Collins, but I feel like I'm above the median on that one.
Where is he getting these quotes?
These are great quotes. I'm not reading that one out loud, but that's a great quote.
Yeah, that's an amazing quote. Final boss is a shaman.
What? Am I below average BM?
Malfurion versus Valera.
Watch your back.
Alright. Extra card.
Oh, it's a rogue.
Away.
I feel we can beat a rogue.
I don't know. I feel like it's totally not up to us when we're against a rogue.
Actually, do you want to keep the shredder?
No.
No, you don't want to keep the shredder. Oh, you want to go aggressive.
Yep.
Right?
I want to go fast.
That's right. Right. This is I'm silly.
I mean, we failed at going fast, but that's what I wanted. we do have a 3. It's not all lost. He's already playing something. Jesus Christ.
The pleasure is mine.
Yeah, I think we lost. I think the game is over. We coin out the rat.
I don't think we need to.
You don't want to? I thought you wanted to go fast. Right, we coin out the rat.
Coin out the wrath.
Hero abilities. Then we play Ooze. Then
Okay.
we play Illuminator.
Okay,
then we
that's fine.
We swipe his next turn, right? This is the fastest play we can do right now.
That's fine.
Because his deck is gonna be insane, right? Like already, zombie chow. We have to kill him before it reaches. Like the moment he plays a fourth tank.
You're right.
So we have to play before that. Let's hope he hero powers here. Damn it. That's super scary because he's had 11 wins. That's almost guaranteed to trigger, but we have to play the Ooze. Yeah, because hero ability is wasted.
He can't trigger it right now unless he has a... not actually trigger it and kill us, unless he has a... 2 of them?
I mean, this guy's deck is gonna be good, right? I feel we go face, and we just play the.
Well, he's gonna. No, well, he can't. No, if he had an auto barber, he would have set up the auto barber. Yeah, I mean, I'd drop the illuminator and go face.
Yeah. You know what I like? I like swiping on turn 5 with the stealthed mini. Actually, okay, we could actually win if we save the mini mage. The mini mage swipe.
But he just needs one a fan of knives. Rogue is like mage, right? It's like not a good class to.
But that's the only way he can take out a mini mage. Is to fan of knives. There's no other play. Okay, we're swiping. No, we're not swiping. We're just gonna play the mini mage. I like that.
We could kill the egg, pop the egg affirmatively, and then swipe.
And then swipe it. He would have a 1-3, and we'd have a 2-4 still.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not great either.
It's not great. I think I'll do it. I think I'll do your play.
You do that? I think the mini mage may. I mean, it's a little because you can also betrayal.
Yeah. Like, the thing about Mini Mage is that we have 4 swipes, right? So we'll draw. We can do the combo turn 8 or something. We can do
Yeah.
the combo,
Yeah.
right? Where if we lose the Mini Mage and we get out tempo, there's no way to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he has to have a trigger for the egg,
The
so you may as well
light
pop it.
shines.
Right.
Time waits for no one.
You know, Illuminator, if it triggered if anyone had a secret, but then it'd be too strong. No, I know it would be playable because you'd have to think about playing the secret and healing up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it would be used if both both champions had a secret, then it'll heal you up. Right. But as it stands, it doesn't do enough.
I'm scared.
That's funny. That's so funny. He just took damage from no reason. Alright, so he just played a 5-drop. Right? And just go
I'm so
face.
scared.
Oh, do we kill the No, we go
We
face.
just go take the 5 drop, go face.
Yeah.
Squire, attend me.
He gave us 2 extra damage, which is super important. He must be planning something, but I don't care. I'll just go face anyway.
Do we kill it? I kind of want to kill it now.
No, we don't kill it. Right,
If we don't kill it, he's going to get 1 more damage once it pops.
It's fine. You want to kill it? Alright. Okay.
We're settled in though. Like, you know, we're playing the board. We have the tempo. We have the tempo. We have the cards.
We do.
We're just kind of like hanging out here now.
For some reason, in the back of my mind, I feel like we have infinite swipes.
Yeah, there we go.
Alright, so
That
I'm
would have
glad
done something. That does something. Yep.
Yeah, he can wreck our board.
Still sort of wrecks our board, but not really. And we have to kill the wolf.
Oh man. Yeah, we have to kill the wolf. I was tempted to Starfire the 4-2.
Right, I'm a little tempted to, but no.
It uses all our mana.
What?
But that's not good enough. That's not a good enough. We hit his face.
Could hit the 3-1. No,
For the wild.
No, there's no point. He's gonna trade us.
he may not. He may just kill the Yeti and then use his face to kill the 4-2.
I feel that means
Yeah.
we'd be picking.
Well, okay, freeze the Yeti.
We can Starfire that.
Yeah, because we're gonna Starfire that anyway.
But it doesn't use all our mana.
We could Fell Reaver.
No, but then we die. It just die for free. Unfortunately.
Job's
If
done.
we draw claws. Right.
So we have the cards, we're settling in, he doesn't have the damage, he has the board slightly. We have a bunch of swipes coming up.
If we drew Claw would have been better than Abusive Sergeant. But since we didn't draw it, it's not better than Abusive Sergeant. That's my argument.
I wonder.
Yeah, I see why. Okay, so I see why we differ. It's because of our playstyles, right? I squeeze value, right? And in the best case scenario, it's better than Claw.
Yep. And that scenario happens a bit less frequently than the normal scenario. Which,
See, if we had a swipe here, we'd win. The game would be over.
yeah.
But I still think we can win really easily. All we have to do is not lose.
Oh, we can't bomb lob this.
Yeah, we can't bomb low. Or maybe we could, right? No.
No.
The problem is, if it hits the 1-2, then it really sucks. But if it hits anything else, then it's fine. Alright, what's the other play? Double
He has
4.
9 damage.
You want a double 4?
No, I don't want this mini mage out yet.
Oh, okay, we could,
I wonder.
I don't want to kill the... You want a 4-2 in hero ability? You want a Fell Reaver 2 in hero ability?
Well, you can't hero ability if you Fell Reaver too, but yeah, I do want to Fell Reaver.
Oh yeah, Fell Reaver 2. And kill the 3-2
no one.
to
Yeah.
protect the Fell Reaver.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because if we don't kill the 3-2, then he could kill off the Fell Reaver without even taking any damage. That's too strong.
Hopefully we're not burning that many swipes.
Yeah. I like... Okay, well that's getting assassinated. Or sapped.
Yeah, either way. That's fine.
Alright, so he did it immediately, meaning that... Oh, those are like... Oh, man. Man.
He's like, you have the best deck ever.
Yeah, yeah. This guy assumes that we have a really good deck.
We do. He's not wrong about that.
I mean, it's better than... I wouldn't say it's above... I wouldn't say it's, like, amazing. I think it's decent. I've seen better decks, but that's because I play...
Swipe!
Alright, we swipe his face. Right? No, play the mini-mage. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how I forgot that, even though that's what we were saving this entire frickin' time for.
Yeah, and now we killed. Right? He's so behind at this point. And right, he can't use his weapon.
So we burned a swipe. We still have, and we burned our Starfire.
Yeah, I think that weapon sucks. It's too slow.
It is, but it's giving the face damage that he wants.
Okay, I would trade the mini mage.
Trade the mini mage?
Yeah, because if you bomb lobber, the mini mage will still die to the 1-2.
Presto, blasto!
Yeah, and then with 8 mana, what would we do? We'd probably just play.
For the wilds.
Right? I think that had to be done.
You want a bomb lobber in 3?
He can remove the bomb lobber.
Yeah, he could. That's true. But he won't. Right, he won't take any more damage than he has.
I don't know. He might.
You could Shredder and then stealth the Shredder.
Yeah. Oh,
Right,
we
then-
could stealth the bomb. No, we can't. Yeah. I'll Shredder, Pain, and then cloak the Shredder.
Yeah,
Time waits for no one.
right, because he's gonna have to play from behind the rest of the
Yeah.
game. Right,
And he
only
has to kill the
three-
1/3, or else we're going to be drawing a ton of cards.
Yeah. And then if we get swipe, we win. Yep. You didn't have to attack with the mini mage. Yeah, but the thing is, the mini mage just dies to the.
I wonder.
It just dies to the 1-2, right? And we want to use the weapon. He's trying to rush us down. Oh yeah, that's his strategy. Oh no, it's not. Never mind. Oh, he got it. Oh, and that's completely useless. All right, yeah, we play everything.
Special delivery!
Yeah, because we could draw swipe, right? That's very likely to be our draws. No, you wouldn't play the 2?
I suppose mind control tech doesn't matter.
No, it wouldn't do anything. It gives us more reach, right? If he had like an assassinate, he could trade assassinate, and then we wouldn't have enough to kill him. But we still wouldn't have enough.
It's time for a little blood.
No. That's fine. There we go. And he only saw 1 swipe. No, he saw 2 swipes. He saw 2 swipes. I mean, he saw
So
3, but 1 was burned.
I wouldn't say it's because of how you drafted, but I'd say that the deck was
The deck was great.
yeah.
It
The
didn't
having-
quite curve out well.
Okay, I don't like Innervate. Let me tell you the cards I don't like. I don't like Innervate. I don't like Young Priestess. I don't really.
Alright, no one likes Young Priestess.
I don't like.
I'm going to read back what we took Young Priestess over, so you can appreciate how we all hate Young Priestess.
No. I know what it was. We were forced to pick Young Priestess. It was between Young Priestess and the
Secret
other
Keeper and Angry Chicken.
Yeah, it was. I know. We had to pick Young Priestess. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
And then all the late game was fine.
Well, the late game was fine because you like the late game cards, but no, we had very strong cards. We had a couple of misses that we turned into good. Like the Mini Mage, when we took it, didn't seem like it was very good, but then we got all the swipes, and we were like, okay, now it's kind of like a great card.
Swipe carried us, I feel.
Swipe always carries, but we would have also played a little differently if we knew we didn't have that much swipes, because swipes are 4 damage of reach.
But this is what I'm saying. Like spells are super important in Druid because it lets you deal with unexpected situations.
I feel like we could have had a couple less spells if we filled in our 3-drop curve a little better, and it would have been fine. Like that Innervate, we pulled it out a couple times to good use, and it was like a dead card in a couple of games. This is not the best deck for Innervate, obviously.
Innervate did like nothing. It
didn't do nothing. Innervate's one of those cards where, unless you're innervating out something to ramp, it looks like it's doing very little, but you're still swinging the tempo by 2 mana.
A ton of times we just hero ability, you know.
But it was really important hero ability sometimes. It's like we needed to pop that Divine Shield or finish that last amount of damage. It's like a Moonfire, right? Like, I guess, I'm almost sure you also hate Moonfire.
No, I like Moonfire.
What? That also does nothing.
No, Moonfire is a bluegill. That's how I use it. It's a bluegill warrior. It's a 2 damage for 2 chart for 2.
Right.
2
right. Okay. Fair.
Yeah.
And Innervate can never do that. It can only deal 1 damage.
Yeah. So I like Moonfire. And if you get spell damage, it only scales up. It doesn't scale. It doesn't get worse. So I actually like Moonfire, and I don't like Innervate.
That's fair. I mean, Innervate didn't really do much in this deck. It's very good with like Violet Teacher and things that trigger it. It's good for ramp decks. It's good for decks where you want to innervate out like a Savage Roar or something like that. Like this deck really had none of that, so it ended up not being very good for this deck. But it was still like it was only a dead card like twice, I think.
I'm glad we got 12. I come on here and we do bad, and I feel like that's not an accurate representation.
Yeah.
And, like.
I do feel that like if you draft like conservatively like for the late game and then you don't get the options to like have a good card advantage deck, that's kind of like what happens. Like you squeeze out somewhere like 3-4 wins and then you right?
No, okay. If you look on my YouTube, I have a ton of drafts at this point. Right? You can see how I draft. I think it makes a lot of sense. Just if you see a couple of them, it's not like.
Yeah, but what I mean is like when your draft like busts, it like busts.
Yeah, but that's life, right? I mean, sometimes you get shitty drafts. That's life. Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you get gods, and actually, I have easy mode on my stream, so you know it doesn't happen.
Yeah, you make sure you like avoid the downside of it. That's why I like drafting like more towards the middle, is because when your draft like starts busting, you just push it more and more aggro. Right? Like, there's the way to make a bad deck better is just to go more aggro, because you're just kind of like rolling the dice. You're not going to go 12 wins with it, but you can like clobber together a good number of victories. Whereas if you have like a more late game deck and you just don't get the value, you're just not going to win unless your opponent either has an even worse deck, which is going to be rare if you have a bad deck, or if they like are so bad that they're just misplaying all over the place. Otherwise, they're going to like you're not going to get the value that you're looking for.
Yeah.
So it's one of those, and when you were the 2 runs that we did, the Shaman run was a god awful draft.
Like that we're gonna pretend we never did that run.
That was so like just no one was gonna do anything with that.
I haven't seen such a bad draft in quite a while.
No, it's true. It's true. I remember we saw that and we were like, "What is this? How do we play this?" Shadency says, "Holy hell! I can actually see Adwika's living room. Usually, it's so cave-like." That's true. Well. That's true. It's usually very cave-like because usually I have here. Look, this is how it usually looks. This is my light because I'm like getting into the streaming things, I have a light that's shined. So usually this light is shined. I turn that light off, and I have another light here, which makes my face really bright, and it makes everything else more cave-like. We're going more casual today, so I'm not like shining a light in my face. So it's all like gentler.
I don't have a light in my face.
You should just get a lamp pointed at your face. It makes your face pop compared to the background, which is what I usually do.
I need to start throwing things into my face.
Yeah, you got to get like the pro streaming tips. Like Google like how to do lighting for streaming, and then you'll have all these like people recommending like lights to like use. But like just a normal lamp is good enough.
But I don't think that's that important. That's something you do when you're going full time.
Yeah. Right now I just have this permanent light set up there. It looks super creepy. As in, no, like back in, I haven't been dating in like 3 months, but like my ex like saw this light and I was just beginning to stream, and she was like, and that was like, you know, her first time over, and she was like, so do you do porn, or like what is that for? And I have to be like, no, I just play video games. But yeah, I should click on this key.
Don't have to tell her that. You can just let her.
I'd be like, yeah. I run a cam show. We got like 200 people watching me.
That's more my stuff.
All right, a warbot.
That's like the best card. Oh, double pack.
Pack. That's nice.
And 250 gold.
Which is actually good. Like,
does this count as your run or our run?
Well, it counts as our run. It always counts as our run, but I always track anytime I have the mouse, I track it, even if I'm just like mostly following someone else.
Yeah. I would track if I wasn't like if I had like the energy, right? Because streaming takes energy.
Yeah,
and then
streaming does.
After you're done, you have to like go back, watch all your plays, and like track all the wins. And
well, you don't have to. You could just track, like, I do it as we go, right? Because I use Hearth Arena, so I just pop the back up, and then I just add my wins onto here. And I track individual matches sometimes, but I didn't do that today. I'm, like, a little tired.
What I do is, I did it for, I have 2 Hearth Arena things. Mm-hmm. I did the run, and I go back, I watch the video, and then I put in all the information.
Yeah. Now, I go back and I watch every Arena Coop video, but I just don't have the time to go back and watch every Poultryizer.
Right?
Kind of, because you know when to skip, right? Like, you know, especially because Arena Coop's just 1 run. That's why I don't do it for Poultryizer. This will be so many runs. Like, I know, like, oh yeah, Game 3 was boring. It was against a mage, nothing happens. I don't care, so I'll skip it. But, you know, the games that I lose, or the games exciting things happen, or I was, like, unsure whether me or Merps is right about something, I'll go back and watch it and kind of, like, figure things out. So sometimes you'll see me comment on the next Arena Coop. I'm like, oh yeah, the last one, like I made a mistake here, or like that play over there, like oh my way was definitely better than Merps' way or something, and that's just because I went back and watched it. But I don't, you can't watch it with everything you do, right? Like you just stream too much.
Yeah.
Tartarus asked, how does Adwukta pronounce his name? Adwukta.
Yeah.
That's how I pronounce it. Rats has an interesting pronunciation. He calls me Adwukta. There's no real pronunciation. It's an acronym, so you can pronounce it however you want. The only thing that's important is the spelling. So yeah, the fact says Adwukta, so Adwukta, something like that.
Adwukta.
Yeah, and I didn't purposefully do this, but I realized this is a hard thing to tell your friends. I remember when I was doing, but this is way back in the day, like early October, I did a giveaway for coaching when I was on a staycation, and Moxie, who was here earlier, I don't know if he's here right now, got one of them, and the first thing he said is, okay, first tell me how to pronounce your name, and second, please change your name so I could tell my friends about you, because right now, I want to, but I'm just like, it's some guy, his name starts with an A. Like, I can't tell my friends about it, and I'm like, that's fair.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, but now you can just say Hearth Arena, and it'll all link to all my
that's
stuff.
True. You've got that going.
So that's it's a much easier way now.
Okay, all right. So I had a draft with Deathwing.
Yeah.
I put the stats in Hearth Arena. It wouldn't pick Deathwing, and I was like, what? I was like, no, Hearth Arena, please.
What was it picking over Deathwing? And what kind of deck did you have? It was picking. Oh, I think it normally would pick a Nexia over Deathwing, because the Nexia is one of the best cards.
No. The with infinite attack.
Oh,
The
my
next
Exna?
card.
It was taking my Exna
Yeah.
over Deathwing?
Yeah, it picked that over Deathwing. I was like, what?
Did you have like a
What do
really,
you-
really slow deck?
No, it's because I always have a ton of big stuff.
Yeah, right,
they're like,
exactly.
you-
So they're like, it's all trapped in your hand. So Deathwing actually has a cost of like, you know, discarding like good cards.
Yeah, they're always like, oh, you have big stuff, so
Yeah.
we can't give you any more big stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was like, no, we have to get the Deathwing. Well, actually, I didn't. Well, I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah, it is. But like for Deathwing, I love that you brought up Deathwing because you have no idea the number of hours we spent on Deathwing because it's an insane card, right? Like it fucks with everything that Hearthstone does, and every time we think we have it, we need to change it. And I'm sure we'll change Deathwing again at some point in terms of the stuff. We just got it to a point where it wasn't being totally ridiculous. Like I think up until the very end of November, like Deathwing was always just like, oh, it doesn't matter if it's a Deathwing synergy or like if Deathwing's getting moved. We just don't know what to do with that card. And now it's like vaguely under control, but it's still Hearthstone is so complicated for being such a simple game.
I think Arena is such a tough nut to crack if you don't know where to start, right? If you don't watch anyone and you start off by yourself and you're planning to learn, oh, I'll be a man, I'll learn by myself. You'll get destroyed at this point for months. You'll get destroyed before you even get reliably good, right? And even after you get reliably good, everyone else skills at a faster rate than you. So you never succeed because the people who are succeeding are succeeding by watching better players and emulating their style, learning those kind of things. So you have to take advice, right? You have to figure out what the best style is. You can't just go in blindly, especially when it's something this complicated.
Yeah, and I mean that's one of the things that I miss about the old Arena. Because when the game was like
criteria,
launching,
I heard you mention this. Our picks, the picks in the maybe I'll link the Hearth Arena thing.
Yeah.
But he mentioned that the picks in value, like
the numbers are close. Yeah.
But the real important thing is if you watch the games. The cards that I picked were so much more significant than the other picks that Hearth Arena was choosing.
Right.
Like one of the early picks was Pain versus Death, and it would have suggested the Pain, and I picked the Death over there. And in the games, the Death was game winning almost every time I played it, where having the Pain would have either lost as the game
I
or
think
had
that's not so. Like an early pick would not be. That's not Hearth Arena. That's just our tier list. We have Pain ranked either higher than or the same as Death, and then we have Death.
It was mid tier. It was around the mid tier.
Then I don't know why Pain was going over Death because Death has a first pick bonus, so it'll start ramping up in value. Did you already have a Death?
Of big stuff.
Okay, it does do that a bit too, but it was only 1 or 2 points apart, and I feel like it should go the other way. So what happens with Death?
Super close.
What happens with Shadow Word Death is that it goes. You didn't already have a Shadow Word Death, did you?
No, I only had one.
Yeah, then it should be.
0.
Yeah, then it should have overtaken Pain by like a good amount. So I think it must. Did you have another? Like, did you have like a mind control or something?
Let me look for the.
Yeah, because there's certain like things that it weighs, and there are ways to make Death. But I agree with you that if it's like it's sort of in the middle, I would almost always take a Death over the Pain for the first one. And that's more of a tier list thing. We rank Pain a little higher than Death on the tier list.
I would rank Death higher than Pain.
Or we like rank them the same or something. But Death is meant to overtake Pain. The first one.
as a priest, how you lose is you either get rushed by a ton of cards, or they play big minions where you have to trade your cards and you can't heal up. Right? So having the Death means that you can, instead of like he plays Boulder Fist Ogre, instead of trading your 4/6 and your 3/2, you can Death it and then trade and then heal still.
Yeah. I mean, it's just so the tier list is also, it's not like the first pick necessarily. It also has to take into account like how often you pick it. So things that you can only pick one of get like a lower thing. So Death you can take like 2 of and you're okay. At 3, it's a little like it gets stuck in your hand a little, especially if your opponent decides to play a lot of 4 drops. Yeah, right. Like it gets stuck, and so it's the same way, right? Like one sprint is great. Like unless your deck is so slow, one sprint is always great. But we only have it at 50 something.
You see,
right
I can never use sprint.
You can never.
Because of how
man.
I draft.
Oh yeah, right. Exactly right. Even for rogue, you got to play faster as rogue.
Oh, I know. I changed my drafting when I play. But I have tendencies, right?
Yeah,
That's
right.
the problem,
Yeah.
right? I see force tank, I pick it every time almost. You know, it doesn't matter if I'm playing rogue or hunter, I still pick the force tank.
Yeah,
So
I mean, in your typical
tendency-
draft style, there's no way a sprint would do anything in your deck. It's just a dead card.
Yeah. So,
Carrot Pelican says, when will you open your packs, Adwicta? So I don't open my packs until the Arena Coup. Unfortunately, the Arena Coup, which is supposed to be tonight actually, did not happen because Merps is sick. So it'll happen whenever the next Arena Coup is, and I don't know when that'll be. But probably, I'm thinking actually not this weekend, but next Sunday. Because Merps is actually really sick. Like, he looked incredibly bad. I don't know if he was ever in... I don't think he ever even, like, showed up here, because he's probably just, like, passed out. He was talking about, like, sleeping 20 hours. He was, like, coughing all over the place, so... I don't think we're having an Arena Coup for a while, unfortunately. So that's when I'll open it. Maybe I'll have, like, 40 packs by then.
oh yeah, it was pick 8, and
Yeah, at pick 8, it's going mostly by the tier list.
yeah, the pain was one point above, right? But I feel I don't know. This is just like me knowing how priests lose. Having the death is a lot more secure than having the pain.
Yeah, so we have pain 4 points above death on the tier list.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of
it depends on how you play, right? Like in my opinion, like using a pain on something like Ascension or just any kind of like 4-drop, not to mention 5-drops, but just on a 4-drops, it's game changing. And as a priest, you want to get on the board.
But so is death. Death is also game changing as well. They play force tank, you death, and then you win, right?
Right. They're both tempo swings. One happens earlier, and I think a priest can do so many things when it's on the board that I value pain more. I know a lot of people value death more, but that's just the tier list doing its thing. If you disagree with the tier list, you should just like subtract that value at the very least, right? So like if you think death is more than pain, you can look at the tier list value, which is given right below the Hearth Arena picks, and you can just be like, well, I'm adding 6 points every time I see death.
I need the Heart Arena, right? I can just do it. You know, I pretty much Heart Arena in my mind every time, right? So it's not like I'm dependent on it.
Yeah.
So it's just something I thought was interesting.
Yeah.
How my choices differ, because you know, some of the picks are bigger than, like some of them are like significant. Like the Cleric over, some are more than, a lot of them are like half a point difference, right? So it's not, it's more preference, right? And then but there's like one or two where it's like a big switch, right? Where it's like 10 points of difference where I picked a different card. And I think those are the interesting ones. Well, I think it actually depends on how important the other card was, right? Like how important was the death, and I think that was like the most important different pick. Having had a death. I mean, that's true. One death, like if I were to have just one card in the deck between death and pain, it's definitely death. Yeah.
It's just it hasn't ramped up enough by pick 8, and maybe it should ramp up higher.
The thing is, I worry for the new players, right?
Yeah, I mean they will. Yeah, no, it's true.
They just pick every time, right? They don't know. They don't know how important those cards are for the class, and they just pick whatever's the best, right? They don't know, right? They would pick Menixia over Deathwing because it says, "Oh," right? But it's those are the people I fear for, not for the experienced players that know, you pick having the death is safer, but it's just the newer players that I worry about, because that's the newer players are the people who benefit the most, right?
I think I actually we purposefully built this so that it's not just the newest players that benefits, even the
everyone
most.
benefits, right? But you're gonna get the greatest. You're gonna see the greatest change in arena run average from people who don't know what they're doing.
It's actually very interesting whether that actually works or not, Because, so, a problem with, like, okay, so there's two ways of playing. I feel like people have their different styles, right? The style that I play the most is, it's not really mid-rangey as much as I like to radically adjust to my offerings, like, almost, like, to a fault, right? Like, if my deck is going a bit aggro, I'm going to push it to the aggro comfort, and that's what Hearth Arena does. So in order to play Hearth Arena, like, to the degree that, like, you want to, you have to be able to play many different styles. So it's actually really hard to take full advantage of Hearth Arena. Whereas, if you do something like, let's say you start off learning, and you're learning Rogue, and you try to draft Tempo Rogue, and every single time you're drafting Tempo Rogue, even if it's going against value, even if it's going against certain things, right? Or you draft, like, I don't know, Control Druid, right? Like, you know, big things with, like, maybe a little ramp if you get it, you know, or if you don't, maybe some card draw or whatever. You're going to end up actually getting probably higher wins per run because you're comfortable with that playstyle, and you're drafting towards that playstyle every time. So as a really, like, new player, Hearth Arena has this, like, catch-22, right, where it does give you a totally coherent deck.
Your deck is good, but then you have to master multiple styles.
Exactly. So that you always have to, you don't get to, like, just focus in on one playstyle and get very good at it, or, like, and get to the degree in which you can, you know, win, like, on average, like, 4 or 5, or just some degree that you're like, yeah, I'm doing well in the arena. It just keeps throwing you these different decks, and you have to keep adjusting to it. So it's kind of, it's this really weird thing where, like, if it fits your style, or, like, if you have somehow made a draft to your style, or if your style happened to,
you know what'd be cool?
Yeah.
If you could tell Hearth Arena what type of deck style you want to play.
Yeah.
And then it picks that, it tries to pick that style.
Yeah, and you can have a toggle. We might be doing that. I've resisted that for now because I don't think that's the right way to, like, to do it. Like, I'm very against that. I like forcing people to, like, play all sorts of styles and, like, trying to, like, get out of their comfort zone.
It's going to be hard, you know, for the new.
It's true, and I recognize that. And that's one of the like balances that we're, like, trying to, like, fiddle around with is how we want new players to approach this. Because right now it's great for learning, but it's almost like you're starting off with, like, you know, a game, and it's forcing you to play all classes, right? When you should really just be focusing in on a handful of classes.
It's like if you had Arena and you only get one champion.
Right. No, exactly. No, that's exactly what it's like. It's like you don't really get to choose. So that's, for very new players, that's a bit problematic. But once you do it a couple of times, you kind of get a hang for how each drafts go, and I think it really makes you a better, well-rounded player. Because how do I, like, one of the things that I really learned when it comes to, let's say, playing against a control deck is if I have experience playing a control deck, I know exactly what the opponent's control deck hates.
That's a really good point. Once you know all the styles and you see they're playing this style,
right?
Then you know what's going to happen. You pretty much know what they're going to do for the rest of the game, so you can play around it.
Exactly. Like, you know what they want to do, and two things will happen. One, they do what they want to do, in which you're prepared. Or two, they don't do what they want to do, in which case, well, it's good for you, right? Like, their master plan kind of fell apart on them.
That's why Mage is so frustrating.
Yeah.
Because if they do what they want to do, you lose every time.
Mage is so flexible.
Yeah. I mean, they have 4 Fireballs, you know, they have 3 Flame Strikes. You're not going to survive. It doesn't matter what you do. I think Paladin is, like, one of the few classes where if they both had everything they wanted, the Paladin would win. Because Peacekeeper will destroy anything ever touched. You play any minion, and they have a Peacekeeper every time, you've lost.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
There's no answer.
Nope.
Yeah. And then if you're like, oh, I'll just Fireball him every time, he plays Guardian of Kings. You know, you just still lose. Yeah, it's just, I feel if they had God drafts, a Paladin would be the mage.
It's true. Yeah. If I were to have a God draft, I would put Priest as number 1.
Yeah,
I think a Priest God draft is just no coming back, no anything.
It's so stupid. Yeah.
But Paladin would be definitely number 2.
Yeah.
911 Woot 119 says, Adwikta, why do my decks on Hearth Arena never seem to end up being Attrition? It sounds fun. Attrition is the most rare deck to draft because it involves so many big things. I feel like like if
That's me.
yeah, exactly. I feel like you would probably get more attrition decks
I
than
got
anyone
attrition.
else.
I got
You got it right, because every time there's that like 2 or 4 point difference with Hearth Arena, you would actually go towards the way, like almost always go towards the way of attrition. So you'll eventually get to attrition if your deck is like the main difference between attrition. There's some subtle other differences. The main difference between attrition and control is that control actually has ways to play without the board, whereas attrition is just slamming stuff on the board and then getting more and more card advantage value.
Like you know the Druid deck before. If we picked the Iron Bark,
the third Iron Bark, yeah,
it would have been attrition, right? Yeah, it's literally that simple. You go for
you make a couple of those picks and it swings to attrition, and that's exactly what it is, right? You just keep dropping the stuff, and if your opponent doesn't remove it, you make your good trades. If your opponent does remove it, you drop another big stuff.
Yeah.
Kara Pelican says, "What is your preferred character?" Mine used to be Warrior. Now I think it's really hard to prefer the Warrior. It's kind of a sad class to play now. So I don't know. Maybe Hunter.
I have the same sob story. Mine used
with
to
Shaman.
be Shaman.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of really hard to play Shaman.
I used to average 8.5 wins per run with Warrior.
Warrior?
Yeah, which one no one else was doing, but two, I was like very steady with it because I figured it out and I figured the meta out, and now it's not happening.
The way I play Warrior is to go super late.
Yeah.
It's literally me, but scaled up, which is super silly because you're going to reach the late game with your hero power.
Yeah.
Right. So if you play better value minions, you reach that top deck situation. As long as you're healthy, you're gonna win, right? And then your weapons will steal value. If you need to.
Your weapons will be 2-for-1s.
Yeah.
But you have to get to that point.
But
That's why I play Warrior the exact. Yeah, we played a Warrior run. You saw how I played Warrior. It's like the exact opposite. Like I want to get everything on the board and stay on the board.
If I drafted that Warrior deck, we would have had 3 shield slams. We'd had 3 shield blocks, a shield maiden, 2 shield slams. We'd have every weapon we picked. It would have been the funniest deck.
Yeah.
But
it's actually like in GVG, it's actually easier now to play a more control style than it used to be in terms of like just success.
Yeah, because the minion quality is average out, right? With GVG, you're not gonna get the picks where you're forced to pick Wisp. That's not gonna happen that much.
Yeah.
So with GVG, you can as long as you have something to play. With my control, I have a ton of 2s, right? So I have 2s, I have 3s, I have 4s, right? I have a ton of 2s because even if I don't get the 3s and 4s, I can use 2 as a pseudo 3, not a pseudo 4, but a pseudo 3. I have a lot of 2s and 4s. It's actually the thing, right? And if I don't have the 3, I do draft 3s, but if I don't get it, I can use the 2 as a pseudo 3. So what I do is I get the 2 on the field. I get the 3 or the 2 on turn 3. I get the 4, and then the curve scales perfectly into the late game, right? The only weakness is not getting the 2s, but that's why I draft a ton of 2s to make up for that.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
I mean, for Warrior, you have to draft a ton of 2s.
Yeah, all I have to do is get the 2.
Yep.
Get the
2, come out with the 4s. Yeah, no, that's how you would play slow. Like I almost never in GVG, I pretty much never 2-4-4. Because I just lose when I 2-4-4 with the decks that I draft. It used to be able to do that in Nax. I could 2-4-4 sometimes and it'd be okay. But in GVG, it just goes, everything blows right by me. And I don't have the late game to back it up the way I draft. Shakunin TV, by the way, we do have plans of monetizing Twitch. It's not that we don't. It's that we want to build up enough stuff so we can show Twitch like a record about it. And then we'll quote unquote monetize, which is really not for the money. I think we're one of the few people
for the support.
Right. It's for the support. It's so you can subscribe and that you can show your support. You get like special character like pop-ups or whatever Twitch does for that, and it's also so that we can actually like down whatever it is. You have quality options, so you can watch us on mobile and things like that. I
think that's super important because a lot of people watch on their phones and stuff.
Yeah. No, I'm super like. It's gotten a little better now because we sometimes now, especially like when we go late night, we hit the amount of viewers needed to get quality options.
I thought once you hit 100, you get quality, but you were like,
no.
was
It's
at
like
200.
relative to the rest of Twitch, you have to be ranked a certain number right now to get quality options.
Oh,
It's something like that. And they don't count the people that already have quality options. So it's like this. They just have like something set aside for people who are not partners. So it depends on who else is streaming, and it depends on what games are hot right now and all this stuff. So it's like it's this big weird thing. But yeah, but if you get enough viewers, you'll get it. It's all League of Legends. They're taking all our bandwidth. But yeah, but also you get a chance to show commercials when you want, which is nice. Because
I do leave to get water a ton.
Right,
but
exactly.
I don't know
Everyone has to use the bathroom, get Coke Zeros, Coke Zero, and we could just show a commercial there when that's happening, instead of like forcing you guys to watch commercials in the middle of a game or something.
Yeah.
I expect the monetization to happen by the end of January, because that's at least when we'll apply for it. We'll get Hearth Arena up to a better shape. We'll have more subscribers, and that'll be part of our pitch.
You can apply at any moment, right? Because I've applied, right? That was very early, but it literally said you can apply anytime. Do it tomorrow. It was literally saying, hey, do it tomorrow, because we check it immediately is what they were saying. So you can apply and just see if you get it, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to wait. There's no wait period is the thing. And you can do it every day if you wanted to. I'm not even kidding. Like they don't care.
Well, maybe I will. I think I'll wait for the programmer to get back from vacation for Hearth Arena, so I'll have the most up-to-date Hearth Arena user numbers, because that'll be my big pitch to them. Like, they have this, like, 500 number, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to get 500 live viewers, most likely.
That's
definitely not a harsh, like, rule or whatever.
Yeah.
So... Shandersy says, that article might benefit you to put your Twitch info more prominently on Hearth Arena pages. Yeah, I mean...
Oh, yeah. You could do that.
We could do that. I don't want to feel like Hearth Arena is like... Because Hearth Arena already has our faces on it everywhere, right? I don't want to feel like it's like advertising for our stream, because that's not really like its main purpose.
It really should.
That's like the side purpose, You're like, oh my god, these guys are great. How do I get more of them? Well, you have YouTube and you have Twitch.
After you draft the deck, right? It has the little thing, and then you have like, oh, if you want to know more, or learn more, then go check those guys out.
Yeah, like we may put it in the deck overview page, like a small link on the bottom, but I definitely don't want to like spam people with our links to other stuff.
Yes. Spamming's not that good.
Yeah. Like I'm trying to keep a good profile on the whole like when to self promote and when to like just like put the information out there.
But it's hard. It's hard to promote without sounding like a douche.
Yeah, no, it is. It's hard to promote yourself without being like what. I mean, because the point of promoting is to say you should watch me because X, Y, and Z.
I'm better than X, Y, Z. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you'll learn more.
Yeah. And I mean, really, if people want to watch us, they know our names. That's featured like on the front page. That's everywhere on like the subreddit. You know who we are. So if you just search us, you'll find our stream. You'll find our videos. You kind of have to look for us or click a link, but I think that's fine. I think it's a good level right now. And we'll be on Arena Mastery at some point too, because they're gonna use our tier list. So we'll have a nice little link for that too.
All right. So what are we doing now?
I'm about to go to bed. So if you're continuing to stream, you can pick up all the viewers here.
No. Okay, we tried that last time, and I was just super tired.
Yeah, right.
It was not.
It's late. It's 2:30 where you are. It's 3:30 where I am. It's late. We're out for today. We ended on a 12-win run. All right, that was good. It was a good deck. We got 12 wins. It's the best you can do. So we'll end on that note.
Well, 12-0 is the best you could do.
Well, okay.
That's the thing I'm impressed by at the moment.
12-0.
Yeah. Because if your deck is not insane as well.
Right. I see 12-0 decks and I'm just like, how do you do that? How did you just not lose a single game? Because this is like above average deck. I can't do that. I'm very bad at going 12-0 actually. Like, I'm very bad at going 12-0. I think I have a career 1 or 2 12-0s, which is a
Oh,
very
really?
tiny portion of my 12-win runs. I go 12-2 a lot.
I go 12-1 too many times. It sucks. I go 11-0 so much, and then I die to like some crazy mage. This happens so often. It's so frustrating. This is why I hate mages, because they ruin my 12-0 dream like every time. Well,
I guess that's why I don't hate mages that much. I don't get to 11-0 very often. I think it's also because I like purposefully adjust my playstyle to try to get for 12-2. That's like what I think. Because after 12 wins, I don't give a shit what my record is.
Oh, you
so,
see, I do. Right?
Yeah, because after that, it's for posterity, right? It's not for any in-game rewards. It's not anything. It doesn't get recorded as a 12-0.
But the in-game rewards, I don't play constructed, so that doesn't matter.
It doesn't even matter to you, right?
All that matters is the posterity. So I want the 12-0. Like, that's my goal. Every draft is to do the best we can.
Yeah.
Every draft is not to not mess up, right?
Yeah.
It's to have 0 mistakes. But I want the 12-0 because you know, you can.
Yeah.
It's really cool. You know, but you know, whatever.
Oh man. Yeah. All right. Good morning from EU, you magnificent sons of bitches. Shit, it is morning in the EU already. I need to go to bed.
Good night, upvoter.
Yeah. Good night.
Good morning, upvoter, and good night, upvoter.
Good night from here in America, where we have all stayed up way too late. Okay.
I'm usually up around this time. Anyways.
Yeah. I've been up around this time more and more. Although I'm gonna switch my schedule back. I can't keep doing this. This is like
normal for me.
A part about my job in New York, especially New York. Everybody in New York starts late unless you start super early. So there's a group of people like I don't have to get to work until 10:30 and no one says anything, which is not the case in most other places. So I can usually stay up to like 2 or 3 and be okay for work. But okay. So Collins is not streaming tonight, but he does stream at other times on a frequent basis. So if you are missing...
I'll be streaming tomorrow.
Collins will be streaming tomorrow. I will not be streaming tomorrow. I may do Saturday or Sunday, but definitely not tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a good stream.
Yep.
I'm not gonna promote myself.
And yeah, especially if you're missing things like the Arena Coop. Collins also does coaching on his stream, which is not the same as co-op Arena with infinite players, but it's also you get 2 perspectives. You have the person who's being coached give their perspective, and then Collins coaching. So it has a very similar amount of like just like a lot of discussion going on. So if you're into that, sub to him. It's just Educated Collins on Twitch.tv/that.
Can you post your Heart Arena profile? I'd love to see how you draft. Okay, I'll post my YouTube because you can. That's where I have all my drafting videos.
Yeah.
Right. You can actually see how I draft with the YouTube.
Yes. And yes, Nero, tomorrow meaning later today.
yeah, tomorrow meaning I'll be. Yeah, that's what I mean. Later today is when I'll be streaming. So let me get this up.
But yeah, so Shakunin just put up your link onto the into the chat. You can also just click on it. Collins is one of the people I follow. I have a very tight follow list. All right. So I think we're done for this. We ended on a nice 12-win run, which I always like to end on. And now Colin's YouTube channel link is in the is in the chat also. All right, it was great streaming with you as usual. I'm glad we got this 12-win run in instead of our awful decks that we keep getting.
All right.
Okay, and I'll glad to have you back some other time later. Also.
Yeah, just let me know. I'm always around.
Cool.
I'm pretty much around, like, just quite often.
Yeah, nice.
I do enjoy your stream, so I like watching it.
Thanks. Yeah, no, we love having you in the chat too, and I really like playing with people with like a different playstyle too. That's why like you and Rats especially are like very good because you guys have like the polar opposite.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
you should stream with Rats sometime, and it would just be like 0 plays the same.
Before I started streaming, Rats, I got picked by Rats by some random chance, and we drafted a deck. and I was like, oh, I'd pick this. I was literally talking the whole time, and making my decisions before he mentioned anything.
Yeah.
I can't imagine at this point how polar opposites we would draft. It would literally be like every pick would be
yeah. Because Rats has gotten more and more tempo heavy with GVG.
Yeah.
He's like
Rats
totally dragged from the tempo cup.
Like I feel we're like on the opposite spectrums. Like I'm like super control. Always go late. He's like super early. It would be so weird.
Yep. And it's not just the playstyle, your drafts match it too, because he's super conservative in the draft for his curve, and you're much more greedy in terms of getting the value, then curving out later in the draft. Yeah. So
and
it'll
we both
be
do well. That's the interesting part. So it's literally saying you can draft whatever you want. That's not the case.
As long as you draft coherently, right?
Yeah.
Like when
as long as it fits a style.
If you and Rats alternated picks, that would be the worst deck ever.
That would be horrible. But then I would like give up and I'd draft Rats because I can draft like Rats, but I don't like it. Yeah. It's not fun to me. Right?
Oh yeah.
It's
See, for me, it's the opposite. I have much more fun when I do a draft similar to like to what Rats is doing. Except the problem is if that fails,
I have no fun if I
no
make
fun
a
doing
Rats
the aggro. I love the tempo.
Like
tempo decks are my absolute favorite.
Tossing minions down.
Oh
they have
man.
Nothing.
Now, when Hearthrena tells me I have a tempo deck, I'm like, yes, this is going to be fun. All right. Have a good night, everybody. We are out.
Have a good night, guys.